Business is hard, right? And every day you have an opportunity to make mistakes, a lot of mistakes. And that's part of growing, that's part of learning. But at the same time, if you can sit around a table with peers and hear some of the challenges that they've gone through, ways that they've solved things. Everybody always says the best way to learn business is by doing it. And I agree. I mean, there's a lot to be gained from that. But at the same time, why make the same mistakes as everybody else if you don't have to?
I think every business owner needs a gut check. They need to have a sounding board. You know, you have to make a lot of tough decisions in business, and some of the decisions aren't easy to make, and these guys do hold you accountable.
You know, it takes a guy in the right position in business to be able to be on Action Board, in my opinion. In other words, you can't go in there with just problems. You have to have somewhat of a A-type personality to be able to give the insight that it takes to help others also.
It's more about the participants and less about the moderator. A lot of the groups that I've been to, it kind of feels like a classroom. You're getting educated on something. Not that we don't get educated here, but we're educating each other. And then certainly he brings in outside experts and oftentimes brings other materials to the table that are really helpful. But it doesn't feel like that classroom setting. It feels more like a peer group.
Well, let's put it this way. Any amount of money that I've spent being a part of Action Board, I think that I get back fivefold every year, because there's always an idea, or there's actually some downward pressure. If I present the group with a problem and they come up with a solution, then I'm held accountable for that in the group. And that's it's different than when you're at the top of your organization. Nobody's really holding you accountable in that organization if you're the one at the top of it. So the group does.
It is probably the biggest benefit to the whole thing, is being gone for a half a day and actually be able to work through some problems, hear things that's going on in someone else's business that maybe you hadn't thought of.
What I'd have to say about the group is that it's real. There's no pretense or formality in the group. You know, it's sometimes colorful language and brash conversation, but it's needed.
I don't care how good you think you are at business, you're not the best. If you're not willing to open up and admit that you don't know everything, then don't waste your time. If you don't really want the help, don't waste your time. But if you're willing to put into it, you will get a lot out of it.
You know, being a cowboy on your own in your own business is great, and you may be successful, but you're going to get there a lot quicker with advice from people who've already been there. If you're a person who can't take advice, then you shouldn't be a part of this. But if you'd like to learn from others' mistakes and not just your own, it's beneficial.
Come check it out. Come check out Action Board. Greg lets people come in and visit. It's a great way to see the group dynamic, to understand if this is the right people in the room for you. So I would say come check it out if nothing else.